Making headlines tonight, President Muhammadu Buhari commissions Federal Secretariat Complex in Awka. Anambra State Government signs Memorandum of Understanding with United Nations Development Program. Heads of Education parastatals congratulate the Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, on his contribution to education sector. And on the foreign scene, missile strike on a medical clinic in Ukraine kills 1 and injures 15. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome to ABS Evening News. My name is Chinyere Ikioreke. Few days to the end of his administration, President Muhammadu Buhari has commissioned and handed over Federal Secretariat Complex, Awka, Anambra State, among legacy projects. Joseph Ibocha has details.
Secretariat project, named after the first Nigerian female engineer and head of service, Engineer Ebele Ofunna Amako Okeke, is located at Plus S6 Executive Business District Layout, Awka South Local Government Area, and situated on 5,106 acres of land. It was awarded to Costco Investment Nigeria Limited on 9th December 2011 at initial contract sum of above 2 billion naira and later revised to above 3 billion naira in August 2020. The new Secretariat complex has facilities such as 498 office spaces, exhibition hall, banking hall, post office, reception, conference hall, 4 committee rooms and 300 parking spaces. It also has lift facilities, standby power generating set, solar power supply, well layout parking spaces and drainages, staff canteen, solar lights, fire hydrants, among others. In his remarks before commissioning the project, President Buhari described it as a symbol of effort and commitment of his administration to renew, upgrade and expand development infrastructure across the country, reduce cost of governance and improve service delivery, even as the administration comes to an end in days' time.
These are only symbols of our efforts and commitment to upgrade, renew, and expand Nigeria's stock of infrastructure.
Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Raji Fashola, who thanked President Buhari for the support to render services to Nigerians, said the project will help in achieving sustainable development.
It will impact Zamfara, Bayelsa, and Anambra again directly through their secretariats. This is a story of development and a story of people, all of which cannot be fully told here.
The contractor who handled the Anambra Secretariat Complex, Chief Cosmas Agabo, said quality was the watchword in executing the project and called for maintenance as at when due. Minister of Labour and Productivity, Dr. Chris Ngige, commissioned the Anambra Secretariat Complex on behalf of President Buhari. At the event, the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solochukwu Lobele, represented Governor Chukwuma Soludo. Former Deputy Speaker of the Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Prince Chukwudi Orizu, also represented Engineer Ebele Ofunna Amako Okeke at the event. In Awka, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.
Government of Anambra State has entered a pact with the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, on key development areas in the state. A Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, signing ceremony was performed at the Executive Chambers, Government House, Awka, where Governor Chukwuma Soludo signed on behalf of the state government, while the leader of the UNDP team representing the President, Mohammed Yahya, signed on behalf of the UNDP. Government House correspondent Ejike Abana has details.
The MOU has a 5-year lifespan with the option to be extended for another 5 years. The chairman of Anambra State Truth, Justice and Peace Commission, Professor Shidi Odinkalo, and others joined virtually. The MOU covers different areas in the state development initiatives, including youth agenda, inclusive growth, among others. Speaking before the MOU signing, Governor Soludo expressed gratitude to UNDP, whom he described as the state's major foundational partner. He stressed that the partnership is imperative because of what he described as a binding resource scarcity, adding that Anambra runs an open society concept where everyone has some contribution to make.
We see a huge agenda for this partnership. When I think of what it would take in terms of human and financial resources, this MOU these areas of collaboration. I'm glad how part of it is framed.
Giving a background to the ceremony, the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solochukwu Lobelo, recalled how the governor met with development partners long before he was sworn into office, hinting that the UNDP has been supporting the state largely on ad hoc basis. He added that on recent weeks, UNDP has felt the need to consolidate the relationship with the states. Mr. Mohamed Yahaya spoke on the governor's vision for the state, stressing that UNDP usually tries to focus on places where they feel that their vision is strong, requesting to be part of the state's solution team. While expressing their willingness to support the current administration's vision on revenue generation and innovation, he noted that UNDP has competence and pointed out that the state has suffered from climate change, erosion, and so on, and stated that they are already engaging around the vision to ensure mitigation of environmental challenges. Speaking earlier, Professor Odenkalu, who thanked UNDP for the support given to the state in the search for a path to a livable homeland, stressed that the Truth, Justice and Peace Commission handed over the Inception Report in February 2023 with initial diagnosis, mapping of major themes and institutional recommendations. He added that in the next phase, they will hopefully commence public hearings as they had issued notices to communities in the state exploring a number of issue clusters. Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Uche Okafor, Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Ernest Ezadri, members of Anambra State Executive Council, Secretary of the Truth, Justice and Commission, Iyom Bianca Odumegojukwu, among others, were present at the event, which also featured the official opening of UNDP office in Awka.
Governor Chukwuma Soludo has restated that his projects and programs in the state are aimed at building human capital and achieving sustainable development. Joseph Ebuocha completes the story.
Governor's remarks at a press conference in the ongoing Anambra State School Sports Festival. He highlighted benefits in sports and urged the students participating in the School Sports Festival to see it as an opportunity to discover their individual talents and rise to fame. Anambra State Commissioner for Local Government and Community Affairs, Mr. Tony Collins Nwabuwanne, who represented Governor Soludo at the event, said his ministry will give necessary support to ensure success of the event.
For us from the Ministry of Local Government, as you can see, my TC chairmen are here, apart from those who are very much engaged wherever they are. We are going to give a full support, we're going to give the fullest support to this festival.
Contributing, the State Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumude, reminded all that aside economic benefits, sports is necessary in all-round development of every child, reason it is made part of school curriculum.
Sports, apart from having a health implication, also have a lot of what we can call a naira, dollar, and pounds equivalent, something great that brings in sustenance to a human being. It is a skill on its own, which when developed, leads a child to a lifelong empowerment.
Earlier in his address, the chairman of Anambra State Sports Development Commission, Mr. Patrick Estate Onyedum, announced that at the close of registration exercise for the event, a total of 610 schools, including primary and secondary, across the 21 local government areas of the state, enrolled to participate in the sports festival, which kicked off on 17th May at community level and will have its grand closing ceremony at state level on 24th June 2023. The sports chairman, who thanked the governor for approving the sporting event 10 years after it was held last in the state, expressed confidence that at the end of the tournament, young Anambra athletes would have been raised for the National Youth Games scheduled for September this year and to take Anambra back to its glorious days in sports when the state produced national champions in different sporting events.
We are determined to make Anambra the #1 talent hunt destination for national and international scouts in different sporting events.
The Transition Committee Chairman of Idemili North Local Government Area, Mr. Chuks Brown Ibanwa, and his Idemili South counterpart, Honorable Amaka Obi, said Governor Soludo has done great by approving the sports festival, just as he is championing development in all aspects of the state economy and promised to promote the sports festival in their local government areas. In Awka, Joseph Ebuocha reporting for ABS News.
About 250,000 Indian Nambrats will be gainfully empowered within the next 9 months by the Hope for Nigeria initiative. This was made known by the National Coordinator, Hope for Nigeria Initiative, Kenny Sholaye, during the inauguration of the Anambra chapter of the organization in Awka. Ngozi Obileri covered the event and now reports.
24th of May 2023. The inauguration of Hope for Nigeria initiative was attended by the state and all the 21 local government areas coordinators and others who would work for the progress of the project. Hope for Nigeria initiative was designed to provide employment for 7,500 Indian Anambra who are experts in various fields of endeavor for 9 months. It is designed in such a way that 200,000 persons will be trained in various skill acquisition programs, while the rest 50,000 persons will be trained in agriculture for the period of 9 months, after which they will be given equipment and fund to set up their own businesses aimed at lifting the entire population of Anambra State from poverty. Inaugurating the Anambra as all the communities will help in providing accommodation where the equipment for the skill acquisition programs will be kept. Mr. Sholaye explained that they have
A group of youths today stormed the Anambra Broadcasting Service ABS in protest over non-payment of the allowance by the Independent Electoral Commission INEC in Anambra State. This group was received by the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of ABS, Sir Chido Bidiego, at the station's corporate headquarters, Aroma Junction, Awka. Blessing Dennis filed the report.
Evidence of work done. Evidence of work done.
The Grief ad hoc staff alleged that INEC authorities in the state refused to pay their stipends for the February 25th and March 18th general election that they have worked for. Speaking on behalf of the protesters, Mr. Okika Collins debunked payment of any stipend, adding that they have carried out protests to INEC Resident Commissioner Dr. Queen Elizabeth Agu, but they are yet to receive any payments.
So that's why we came back to the INEC office today, because we told those in the office that if by Friday we don't receive this payment, that will be coming back. Because she said the calculations she saw reflect that she has made payment, but from the platform we are, all collation officers that did this job, everybody, none expressed that they have received any alert from the INEC portals of Awka.
Contributing, Engineer Okechukwu Ezane, another ad hoc staff, explained that election duty is a national call which they have answered, risk their life to work during the election only for them to be denied their payments. It will be recalled.
I here particularly to say that the 92% statistics churned out as persons who have been paid by Anambra State INEC is wrong. INEC should pay us.
They should pay us.
Allowing this matter to linger on is giving INEC Anambra.
INEC should call the woman to a bad name.
It will be recalled that the INEC ad hoc staff held a peaceful protest sometime last week when it was reported that the Anambra INEC rec said she paid all the ad hoc staff that worked for them during the last general elections. Receiving the group, the ABS MD, Sachido, advised them to be calm and not to take laws into their hands, but be assured that the issue will be looked into with a view to ensuring that their demands are met. From ABS corporate headquarters in Awka, Blessing Dennis, ABS News.
When ABS News returns, heads of education parastatals congratulate the Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, on his contribution to education sector. And on the foreign scene, missile strike on a medical clinic in Ukraine kills 1 and injures 15. Stay with us.
Breakfast gets you up to a great day. How do I know? Because my daddy goes to his work feeling good and always with a smile. Mommy is always filled with confidence. My sister is always in tune. And for me, learning new things becomes absolute fun. Because all day and every day, the peak goes on.
Start your day with a Peak Protein Breakfast. Peak.
Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, you're watching ABS Evening News. As the President Muhammadu Buhari's led administration comes to an end in few days' time, staff, friends and associates of the Ministers of Education are testifying to the contributions to the growth of the ministry. Heads of parastatals in the ministry took turn to pour communions on the minister for his giant stride in the past 7 years. Our Abuja correspondent Ekwi Ajide was there in our report.
The Executive Secretary, Tertiary Education Trust Fund, Sonia Ichono, the minister is a leader, boss and mentor who was able to identify talents and nurture them for the growth of the sector. Ichono, our former permanent secretary in the ministry, said the education sector has witnessed tremendous growth since Adamu took charge, and the country now has a University of Health Sciences in each geopolitical zone. The permanent secretary of the ministry, Dr. David Adejo, while thanking the ministers for their exemplary leadership, urged colleagues to uphold the legacies the ministers are leaving behind. Responding, the Minister of State Education, Goodluck Nana Opia, thanked President Buhari, who gave him opportunities to serve, and the staff for making it possible for him to perform effectively. The Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, on his part, lauded the Ministerial Strategic Plan, MSP, as the working instrument and action plans that made impact during his 8 years in office. Chief executives from various parastatals and agencies in the ministry, including TRCN, NECO, JAM, WAEC, were present at the occasion. Adamu, who was adjudged the longest-serving Minister of Education since Nigeria's return to democracy in 1999, was appointed by the outgoing administration in 2015 and served as Minister of Education since then. In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
On the foreign scene, at least one person has been killed and 15 injured in a missile strike on a medical clinic in Dnipro in Ukraine East. The regional governor, Mr. Sergei Leskan, said 2 boys aged 3 and 6 years old are among the wounded. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky confirmed the attack and said authorities were working to rescue others from the hospital. Earlier, Mr. Leskan said the city came under attack on Thursday night. Mr. Zelensky posted a video of the damaged clinic building that showed firefighters at the scene and smoke billowing from the building. In sports, Brazil will welcome goalkeeper Caco Santos back for their crucial clash against the Flying Eagles of Nigeria. The Flamengo showstopper missed Brazil's opening 2 games against Italy and the Dominican Republic as a result of suspension. Caco is now available for selection after serving 2 games suspension. Brazil has conceded 3 goals in 2 games in his absence. The young Celesco will take on Nigeria in their final group game at the Estadio Unicorn Diego Maradona in La Plata on Saturday. That's the size of our packet tonight, but remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Twitter at ABS Radio TV, on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main point again, President Muhammadu Buhari has commissioned Federal Secretariat Complex in Awka. Anambra State government has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with United Nations Development Program. On national matters, we told you heads of education parastatals have congratulated the Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, on his contribution to education sector. On the foreign scene, missile strike on a medical clinic in Ukraine has killed 1 and injured 15. Before we go, here is a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Thanks for being there. My name is Chinyere Ikioreke. Good night.